Good afternoon and welcome to Resilience Talks in the Park. Today is Saturday, October 20th, 2018, and once again, we have made it to the park. It is yet another beautiful day that God has given us, and so thankful to be here for another day. Today I would like to talk about how God is so good and how He brings us through time and time again. I'm sure that if we look at our lives, we all have a story about His goodness and His grace and how He brings us through trials and tribulations time and time again. I would like to reflect upon a story of when I finally obtained my driver's license. It took me 5 times to obtain my driver's license. And if we know about the number 5, 5 stands for grace. It wasn't that I didn't know how to drive. It was just that I was so nervous. I took driving lessons week after week. The driving instructor said, "You're ready. You're ready." So he took me to my local city for the driver's test, and I was so nervous. It's like I couldn't do all the things that he taught me to do. And it was like the first time I didn't make it. And then the second time he came to me and he said, "You didn't get it this time?" Like he was shocked that I didn't get it. And I said, I just was so nervous. So he said, "I'm going to take you to somewhere different because right here is just so much going on. It's all these cars, it's all these trucks and buses. And most of the time people don't make it. They don't get it here where you're taking your test. I'm going to take you somewhere else." So he took me somewhere else. And then that time, that was the 3rd time, I was a nervous wreck. And no, I didn't get it. The 4th time he took me back to that place, I still didn't get it. But you know what? The amazing thing about the 4th time is I had I guess he was an evaluator. I had an evaluator and he said to me, "I can't pass you, but what I will do is I will bring you through the entire course. I want you to know what the entire course looks like. I want you to go through each part so that the next time you come back, you will get it." So that 5th time, when I came back, guess who I received to bring me through the driver's test? The same gentleman who let me go through the whole course. And guess what happened? I was able, first of all, I prayed. I said, "Lord, help me. Help me get through this, God. Help me have some peace in this moment so that I could show this man that I'm capable of passing this test." So I got the same guy who brought me through the course the 4th time, who let me see every part that I needed to do. And each part that he brought me through this time, the 5th time taking the test, I was successful and I obtained my license. What did I learn from that whole experience? I learned that patience is definitely a virtue. I learned that sometimes God will put people in your path to help you. And sometimes we have to have confidence. A lot of times we have to have confidence in ourselves. We have to have confidence in God, and we have to believe that He's going to bring us through. And then there are situations where we go through things that we have to have faith. We have to let those nerves, we got to put those nerves to the side, because sometimes those nerves can actually sabotage the situation. The nerves can hinder us from moving forward to the next part. And it's not to say that we won't be anxious. It's not to say that we won't be nervous, but we cannot let it overtake us. We have to remember who we are. We have to remember what we learned. We have to remember what we're capable of. And it brings me to that scripture, "I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me." It's like the driving instructor had all faith in me, but I didn't have it in myself. And I had to put aside my fears and go forth in what I knew to do in order to pass the test. And yes, I was able after the 5th time to pass the test. And another thing I learned is to never give up. Never give up. Even when it seems like the odds are against you, never give up. Just hold on. But you got to put your faith in God, because if you try to do it in your own strength, sometimes, a lot of times, it is not enough. So as I prepare to leave you for this week, I pray going forward that this upcoming week you be blessed. And remember that He is able to bring you through time and time again over and over again. He is faithful and just, and he is so good and so mighty and so merciful. You continue to be blessed and be encouraged. Until next time, God bless you. Remain resilient.